inkastoo fiicneyd inaan af Soomaali ku dhamaystiro. First, I want to thank the UN delegates led by my friend Peter. Peter is a good friend. This is the second time I met since I became Minister of Planning. I had very constructive discussion yesterday and the previous time, and Peter is very open and he shared what really the UN can do, and we appreciate the openness and honesty, and we thank you for that. Secondly, I heard the gentleman and the Adero sheegay that he wished that you go, his wish is, I understood, is that you go to the place. But I had discussion yesterday with Peter, and that's what he wished. But sababaha awgood, sababo kalo awgood, oo xagga dibadahooga ah, ma tegi karo. Anigu wasiir ahaan waxaan idhi waxa ugu mudan inaad tagto. But due to these circumstances and something beyond his control, unfortunately he can't visit that area that he really wanted. So this is what he could do, and he wants to listen and get the reports, talk to people, and probably that will help him also to shape what's happening there. But I have to emphasize, the report we saw here, the preliminary report that we are given, the 2 pages, it really does not do justice to the really what happened there and to victims. I appreciate what they did, these people who did the preliminary reports, and what we did as a government and the reports you're seeing. But the reality on the ground is extremely worse than what we see, what we hear. And we could only see that if we visit there. Unfortunately, we can't today. I think I want to thank the regional government officials, the governor, mayor, elders, other people, organizations. I think what they did is marvelous job, and they did, and they continue doing it, and we appreciate that. And we hope other people will start, not only organizations and UN, and the people in this city and the region should do whatever they can do it. We can help our people as well. We can't only wait other people to help. We have to do whatever we can. We can do something. This Sagar cyclone was explained, it's the first we have. We were not prepared. 2 days before that, I was in London, and I had the warning. But we can't do anything. People, yeah, we can't. Even maybe if we had 3-4 days, we can't mobilize people, we can't rescue, we can't. So it is sad that people knew something is going to happen, and it did happen, and we lost lives. I want to add the casualties, the people we're sharing with you, Mr. Peter, and the UN and the world. We're talking about numbers now, but I'm sure and we know that number is increasing. There are people we don't know, people missing, unaccounted people. We don't have addresses, we don't have postcode, so we don't know who lives where. So probably maybe out there are 50 people nobody knows who already perished and died. So that number probably we will know due time, but the situation is dire than what we hear. But we appreciate that you come, we appreciate that you release 2.7 million for that emergency fund that you control. We really appreciate that. It is a help, but we know much is needed than that. That's clear, and you mentioned that. I think the elders said what I'm going to say it, which is the real job is starting now. People died, cities destroyed, livestock lost, but the real work, what needs to be done is starting today, which is, as they put it, is to rebuild these areas. We will do the emergencies, but I suggest, and I think that's what the UN and OCHA will do it, we should do concurrent assessment of the damage done in that area. Once we've done that, then we start rehabilitation. And we need the UN and other organizations to be part of that. And we need also OCHA to be actively work with us in terms, they're doing all, and we appreciate that, but coordinating and really having real life information, and we appreciate that. Once we've done that rehabilitation with the help of the UN, I think the rebuilding, and that is really important, because the city is destroyed, people lost livelihoods, people now IDBs, but then we know there is no help that is now, apart from the emergency, we need to work on that. We don't want these people to end up in cities and become urbanization and poor, no public services. And that will create even more problem to the existing overcrowded cities, and they were already in dire situation. I think that is what they sum up, and I think that is the most important message, and I really appreciate that you passed that message. I think I won't say much more than that. We really appreciate your team and you for coming here. And we hope that things will change better, inshallah. Thank you very much, Udna Santin.